Are you listening?
The Running Wrestling Podcast. End your week the right way fast. Step into the ring with us, no DQ, just trust. The Running Wrestling Podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Running Wrestling Podcast. I am your host, Big Mike, and I am joined as always by my friend, my brother, my partner, Bedrock. What's going on, Bedrock?
Yeah, stupid microphone, headphones. The cord got caught up underneath the door. How the hell did that happen? But yeah, where did EC go?
He dropped out. We're going to bring you back. You just tell everybody how you're doing. You let me worry about this.
Yeah, hopefully we get a thunderstorm. We got a tree laying on the power line right now, y'all, and it's doing this. It's like power line tree, and it's going like this, right? So I'm just waiting for it to, no power.
There you go. As I said in behind the scenes, so if you're here on YouTube, thank you, first off.
Yes.
Also, if not, make sure you join us on Twitch. SP3DROCK over on Twitch. You get 30 minutes behind the scenes, a little bit earlier coming in. So hopefully you guys can join that as well. But we are not alone. We are joined by the third man of our group. We always ask where he's at because he could be anywhere in the world. What's going on, EC? Where are you coming to us from tonight?
The middle of nowhere, North Carolina, apparently, because keep having these technical issues.
Yeah, I think
just
that's been
North
going
Carolina.
on pretty much all night.
It's just North Carolina, man. Anywhere in North Carolina, you can have technical issues.
Yeah,
Yeah, apparently
Hopefully.
it's about to storm in Virginia.
Yep.
Yeah. Been raining in New York. It's about to rain here in Alabama, so it's
That's
everywhere.
I mean, that's the funny thing is the sun's shining out here, but yet the signal sucks.
It's North Carolina, man. I'm telling you.
I'm across the street from a cemetery, too, so maybe that's it. I don't know.
It's cursed.
Yeah. And we will say hello to everybody before we get started. We saw Extreme Chick talking about raining off and on there. Isaiah about getting ready for a storm. Can't have the show without TC. What's going on, brother? Glad you're okay. Just got through with some rain and stuff, apparently. Carol in there saying all that nasty stuff after saying hey to everybody. So, what's up, Carol? We appreciate you coming in and all that other stuff. So,
You got tumbleweeds.
These other two.
Or Mike, brains. You got
Yeah.
tumbleweeds going on out there, Just
Good old Oklahoma.
wow.
It's hot as hell, I'm sure.
I bet it is like 100 degrees out there.
But you all know why you're here. You're not here for the weather, although we can try. We are not
I've already tried.
meteorologists. I am pretty meaty, but I am not a meteorologist. So we will get to it and get to ending your wrestling week the right way as we lose EC again. Apparently, moving down the road did not help his connection issues, so we will drop
I'm
out of there.
telling you, it is North Carolina. It's North Carolina.
Do not try to stream. Look, if you're a streamer from North Carolina, keep in mind on this. That
Good luck.
there are issues. Of course, it probably doesn't help that he's doing it off of his phone and everything. Yeah, it's got issues. We'll try it again. There's EC. All right, let's go into SmackDown, and we kick off with a tag team match. Jade Cargill and Meechin defeats Charlotte Flair and Tiffany in a what's the word I'm trying to say? Surprise tag match. There we go. That's what we'll go with. What'd you think of the match, Ben?
All right. So the whole idea is Charlotte versus Rhea later on, right?
Yeah.
So what is the whole Jade Cargill getting involved in all this still?
Because obviously Jade still wants a shot. Apparently Rhea's dealing with an injury, so she couldn't go. So it was just Tiffany and Charlotte, and they were
There's so much wrestling I'm watching. It's just
This is when they were in France, right? Because they were in
I
Paris
think
that
they
night.
were they in France?
I mean, I think so. I think this is the night they were in Paris. And if you remember, the last time Tiffany was in Paris, she got a huge ovation. So apparently they're going to put her on the show. So they threw in there with Charlotte. I mean, Jade and Charlotte's going to happen. Rhea and Jade are going to happen again. Rhea and Charlotte's going to happen. I mean, those are really the only big plays. Like the 4 women in the ring and Rhea are the only big names you have on SmackDown. Everybody else is pretty much
PC,
mid card at this point.
what is that air?
You got your fan going or something.
Hold on.
It's making my ear vibrate. That's why I had to pull the thing away.
Yeah, I gotta have that thing running, or it'll get really hot inside this truck.
Gotcha. Oh, Carol says it's sunny here in Georgia. They're there in Georgia. There you go. It's coming, Carol. Because if it's hitting Alabama, it's going to hit Georgia soon. It always happens that way.
Always.
EC, what'd you think of the match?
Interesting dynamic. I was sitting there listening to what y'all were saying. So I saw a little while ago that it looks, or at least someone saying that it's the plan for JC and Rhea to be at SummerSlam. So I think it's just a whole bunch of random stuff being thrown together right now, like Charlotte and Tiffany with everything that's Tiffany's got going on with Chelsea Green. I don't know what we're doing here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I was looking at this like, okay, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, again, I think it was really just to pop the crowd because they wanted Tiffany in something big in France because she always gets a pretty big reaction. Not that she doesn't get a big reaction everywhere, but she's always been pretty big right there in France. So I think that's probably a big part of it too. So
Yeah.
Well, next up we had Raquel advancing in the Queen of the Ring tournament. Good match, I thought. It was very, very interesting. You had Kiana James losing, and then after the match, Kiana James and Julia breaking up. You see down there Julia kicking her. EC, first off, are you happy Raquel advanced on there? You still have the chance of a Judgment Day final, and what do you think of Julia and Kiana breaking up?
I'm okay with Raquel moving on. No, I do not want I don't want a Judgment Day final. I don't know why Liv is in this tournament. It's so stupid to me.
Yes.
I that just annoys me.
Exactly, Carol. 100%. Why is she even in there?
Yeah, this just the only thing that I can say that why she's in here is they just absolutely have nothing for her until Stephanie comes back. But yeah, no, I'm fine with Raquel. I like Raquel, and then Julia has returned to the people where she belongs, and hopefully that the babyface turn will do something for her.
Something's got to, because ever since she's come to, and even part of the time in NXT, she was kind of stop and start. Yeah, I mean, it just seems like nothing has really clicked for Julia, especially after going to the main roster.
I agree with that.
Ed, what do you think?
Roxy should cost Liv. I agree with that. But JC Jane looked really good in this one. Everybody needs to start talking about the next WWE Women's Champion coming up here soon. Because, listen, I'm on that bandwagon. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, I jumped on that bandwagon a while ago. All right? Yeah, when you told me to, I was like on. Yeah, like that was it. But look, I loved every match. I loved everything about this, including the turn. You know, you got James saying, "Nah, you're nothing. You're gonna be nothing," and Julia's like, "Screw you. I'm just gonna kick you in the face."
Yeah. Went back to her Japan days and just started beating the shit out of somebody finally.
She really did. Finally,
thank God.
She let like 10% of her Japan.
Yeah,
days.
well, is probably as much of her Japan style as you're ever going to see in WWE.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
it's almost like Nakaru. Wait, what's his name? Nakaru.
Evil.
Nakaru, yeah.
Nakaru.
Which we will get to him in a minute.
Also, I've been driving that that wagon itself for JC Jane since 2021. So
you have.
JC, I would not be upset if she wins the women's championship or whatever the case may be, but I really hope that this does not become a Judgment Day final. That's just,
I don't think it will.
I would accept it as a Judgment Day final if we get kind of what Mike's saying, like have Roxy actually side with Raquel in the final and cost Liv, and then I wouldn't even be mad at a Roxanne and Raquel tag team after that, and then just let Liv go off and do her own thing and actually defend the title. We'll get to that later. I know. But I mean, you need some more women's tag teams, some actual women's tag teams. At least they've looked good together, Raquel and Roxanne. So they would make a really good tag team. They've already been together. They've had a few matches. They've done really well. So I think that would be a really good way to kind of to get them up, and you could still have Raquel going after Liv.
Yeah, and at some point, someone smacked the face of stupid Dominic.
Well,
Yes.
we'll get to
You
that. I
guys-
don't think we got to
yeah.
worry about that. I think that's happening
No.
in about a week or so.
You guys are gonna eat your damn words next week. I'm gonna come on here just celebrating, like I won it all.
This may be the most anticipated Monday Night Raw that I've had in a while, just because I want to see this. See what's
I
gonna
really want to see this match. Yeah.
happen. I do too.
In the words, well, you know what? I'll wait till we get there.
Dudettes with attitudes. Yeah, I mean, and I've heard a few people make that same comparison, that they could be like Diesel and Shawn Michaels were. That I know I've heard you make it before on your show, Mike, but I've heard it from a few other people as well. But definitely you have been pushing that. Over on the men's side, speaking of Dominic Mysterio, he lies, he cheats, he steals, as he should. We really shouldn't even call him Mysterio at this point. Gets the win and moves on to the semifinals of the King of the Ring tournament. Sped, I know you're happy with it, obviously, because Dom wins. EC, go ahead and tell us what you think. I know you're about to.
For the record, I will never. That man's a Mysterio. I will not put him in the same name as the greatest Mexican wrestler of all time, because this douche with dirt on his face does not compare. So, you know what? I don't have much to say about this other than, of course, the pansy ass couldn't win without Liv's help, and he's got what's coming to him on Monday.
Clip that.
Hey,
What's
Twitch,
that?
clip that. You guys say that.
So I can do it on my side too now. It's something that they've changed. So, yeah. Well, Sped, obviously, I know you're on the opposite side of that because you've been a huge Dom fan since day one. Are you excited he's on his way to the semifinals, and you think he has a chance to win it all?
He's going to the finals. I'm calling it now. You guys can whatever, man. This is setting up for Brock Oba 3. All right? Brock is going to help my mans because my man's is a con artist. All right? That's what he does.
So hear me out. Hear me out. And I saw this. I want to say it was on Kicking At It too. Watching Mike and Tori. And somebody else may have said it on their show, but I know I heard it. What if Oba wins King of the Ring and it pisses Brock Lesnar off and brings him back, and then Brock Lesnar's retirement match is either I win and I get your title shot from King of the Ring, or I lose and I go home?
It wouldn't make sense because SummerSlam is the title shot.
Night one and night two.
Unless they do it with, like, the rumors are going.
Oba and Brock are night one.
And then night
two,
Oba Roman.
whoever wins. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I would want is Oba Roman.
No,
But-
what doesn't make sense to me is Oba losing, or obviously we're talking about Brock, but Brock costing Oba in a semifinal. That makes no sense. He should at least
That's
cost.
very WWE. That's very WWE.
Yeah,
it is very WWE.
At the same time, it would be more important for him to at least cost him in the final, if not, like Mike is saying. But him losing to Dominic in the semi round makes zero sense to me.
But that's the WWE way. If you think the WWE way, then you'll see it that. I don't understand why they think. I like what you just said. Everything you just said makes perfect sense. But that's why WWE doesn't do that. They don't do the perfect sense.
That's a good point.
That's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at the perfect sense. I'm looking at, okay, how are you going to do the story with Brock? And the story with Brock is Brock's going to cost him somehow. How is he going to cost him? Dom's going to finesse his way to get Heyman to get him over.
Okay, first
Yeah,
off,
but it makes more sense that if he's going to cost Oba, that he costs him in the finals at the King of the Ring.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
but
it's a bigger audience.
Yes.
So he would still have to beat Dom to do that because they're meeting this week in the semi. So he'd still have to beat Dom to get there.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a minute. No, Dominic
That's it.
Dominic is too stupid to make a deal with Paul Heyman. Dominic, nobody's ever accused that man of being smart.
I never
And,
said that.
and
He's a con
secondly,
artist.
and yeah, you have to be smart to be a con artist.
Not really. You get some dumbasses that are con artists. Look at Eddie.
They're not actual good con artists. But also, it's June 12th, and SummerSlam is still a whole.
So do we. It's okay.
SummerSlam is still almost 2 months away. You have to stretch this out as far as you can. I don't know. I don't
Dom
see
wins
it.
by count out. Made me
I don't
laugh.
see it making any sense that Dom wins against Oba.
So now this actually
That
makes
would
more
make sense. That makes more sense.
That Liv is the one that makes
Yeah.
the deal. That would actually make a lot of sense.
You know what?
She's kind of no offense, Mike. She's the brains of the Judgment Day.
That's why. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
When we reconvene next week, we will be discussing where they're scraping up Dominic's phony ass body.
I still hope so. I'm hoping when Oba does the little flapjack throw or whatever,
The pizza
that Dom
toss
ends up
man.
in whatever you want to call it. I'm hoping Dom ends up in like row 10.
Yeah.
So
and
He
he's going
flies
for,
over the green shirt guy. Like you see the whole shot of the green shirt guy doing this.
So he's going further than me.
like Oba said,
Oh, dude, he'd throw you out of the arena. What are you talking? You weigh like what, $120?
Fuck 30 now. I gained 3
Yeah,
pounds.
I mean, he'd throw you out of the damn arena.
like Oba said on Monday Night Raw, Dom's about to find out who his daddy is.
That was I love that.
That was
so
a
much,
great
dude.
line. Yeah, speaking of
That
Monday Night
promo
Raw,
was amazing.
that was a great one.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And in case it's not obvious, I'm just going to say it straight up. I hate Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't like LA Knight, so we're good.
Which clip that?
I don't care about LA Knight.
Nobody cares about LA Knight.
Speaking of Liv and the Brains and Monday Night Raw, she does move on Monday Night Raw in the Queen of the Ring tournament as well, getting the victory over a plethora of of superstars in the ring. We've already kind of talked about it. We don't like Liv in this tournament. We obviously don't want her winning it. So what does this mean for the other three? Where do they go from here? Ed?
Hold on. I wanted to go to that, but I can't. I got World Cup tickets that my buddy wants to go to. June 27th. Sorry. This right here, like we said, I hope it goes into Liv losing here soon before the finals at least. All right, we don't need Liv in the finals. Why is she here? Because Stephanie's not around. Stephanie's hurt, right? This was great though. I liked this whole little 5-minute
really
sequence that they had, like everyone getting their finisher in, done pretty her on Becky. I really thought Chelsea was gonna advance, and I was gonna be like, oh, here we go. That would
have been nice.
Now we get Queen Chelsea. This is gonna be even
Chelsea
better
Green,
than the president.
That's the sad thing is we talked about this last year. I remember during the Queen of the Ring tournament last year, we talked about this a ton.
Yeah,
Queen Chelsea would be so money. They could print money with that gimmick. The T-shirts they would sell, the crowns.
Yep.
She'd have scepters, and you'd have girls in the audience dressed up as Queen Chelsea.
Yeah, or princesses.
The fact that they don't pull the trigger on that is crazy.
It is nuts.
DC, what'd you think?
Again, I'm disgusted here. I don't understand.
You, Mike. I appreciate it. I can't do it as well as you did the other night.
I can't. I just don't get it. But I thought.
What's up, Stampede? You're 100% right.
I said that there was 3 correct choices in this match, and they didn't go with either one of them.
Thank you. Thank you. Hey, clip that.
Becky will be all right because she's Becky Lynch, but like Alexa Bliss, God knows Chelsea Green, it's like, she was the president of 3 countries,
Yeah.
and yet we still can't give her anything. I don't understand. I don't like this decision. Then again, I don't like anything about this idiotic Liv Dom crap.
It has taken its. It needs to go somewhere else. Yeah, I do like Dom. I do want to. I've seen what he can do in AAA, and I want to see that here in WWE. He does well over there in AAA.
Yeah,
he has great matches out there.
No, then go stay over there.
Well, so I would like to see him more because like you said, we've had Dom and some female of some kind for what 2 years now. When Rhea started, 2 or 3 years.
Yep.
I want to see Dom. I don't want him to change the character. I still want him to lie, cheat, and still do all that. But I want to see how he does it on his own. How he comes up. I think he could be really creative.
Yeah.
Finding different ways to cheat and do all that.
Or he finds a tag team. Like
or he could find a tag team partner. I mean, him and JD could stay together. Well, I like him and JD together.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. They would be a good tag team, but do they fit chemistry wise, like energy wise? It would. You got to look at it like that. JD's more. I can see if they brought back the cruiserweight title, JD McDonough straight up all day.
Yeah, but it's kind of they're kind of like the opposites attract kind of thing because JD tries to act so serious and so hard hitting and everything, and then you've got Dom doing all the shenanigans.
Yep,
they would actually fit well together in that respect. Because if you put Dom with somebody else that's like him, then it's gonna be just weird to me.
Yeah, that's true.
He needs somebody who can be the hard hitter and actually go in, and maybe that's how he wins the matches as a tag team. Like his partner's always winning the match because he's doing something stupid, and have something like that.
He becomes friends with Royce Keys.
Everyone's in here. Everyone's in here talking about how they want to see Dom on his own 2 feet. After next Monday, I don't want Dom to have any feet. I'm done. I hate Liv Dom. Dom can go to hell. I'm over it.
Twitch clip that. On to a decision that I think will go over a little bit more smoothly in the King of the Ring. You saw it headline and main event Monday Night Raw, but Javon Evans moves on in the King of the Ring tournament as well in a match that I thought was incredible. I loved every second of this match. It was entertaining through and through. Every person in it, Talib, Seth, Javon, everybody in the match did a great job. I was very surprised that Javon won, especially just because the King of the Ring has already been very Raw heavy. You look at the semifinals and it's all Raw. I know we've got one more tonight, one more semifinal depending on who wins tonight, but 3 out of the 4 are all on Raw. So I thought for sure that it would be somebody from SmackDown to get the win. That way they could kind of even it up. But hey, still a great match. Javon's moving on. EC, what'd you think?
It's great. That boy's bouncy, and to be honest, anytime, I'm always going to be a little biased to the NXT folks, and also anytime Seth loses, it's a good day. So, Tala Tonga.
Apparently, we'll never know what it means when he said Tala Tonga. We'll see when he comes back in. Spade, go ahead and take over. What'd you think of Javon winning, and what'd you think of the match?
First off, it was cool to see Javon win. I like seeing the younger guys go and get the rub. You know. Oh, here we go. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and finish your thought on Tala Tonga. Easy. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. It cut out for some reason, but Tala Tonga, as good as he is, doesn't really fit into the King of the Ring. But yeah, Javon winning, I think, Javon winning's a good idea just because now there's a face that you didn't think would actually be in there.
Yes, especially with Seth being in there because everybody thought for sure it'd be Seth moving on. If it wasn't one of the SmackDown guys, then it would be Seth. But Spade, go ahead and finish what you started about the match.
All right, like I said, I like the fact that Javon got the rub, to go on. I love that. I love how the younger guy gets that. But man, I don't think he's ever been that tall before. Look at the tallest Samoan I've ever seen in my life. Right, that 10-foot tall, beautiful bastard right there, picking up the the eventual winner and just chucking him over, just chucking him with these. His stomach, look, he is bent over, but his stomach is level with the top rope. This guy's at least 15 foot tall. I went 5 more feet up. All right, it would have been better if
The
he
number
took,
gets bigger every time we talk about it.
I know. It's like a fish. Yeah, it starts off like this, and then it gets bigger. Yeah, it's bigger. But
I mean, he can't be a king. He's not even a chief. So I don't know.
Man, he's the tallest Tonga. He don't even know a king. When he was in Japan, all right, he was looking. Everyone knew where he was as soon as he walked out because they look like my height. This dude's 10 foot plus. So it was easy to spot that essay. But yeah, no, I enjoyed every second of this match. Breaker destroying Seth was amazing. Tonga doing whatever the hell he wants to do as tall as he is. And then Evans being Evans, this was a great match throughout.
Yeah, definitely. I loved it.
Yeah.
We also had in what some people called a dream match. I didn't necessarily call it that because I'm not a big Rey Mysterio fan. Look, I see your faces. There's a lot of people in the lucha culture that see this as a dream match. That love Rey Mysterio and have loved Penta for years. So I get it. I don't see it either, but there's a lot of people that did.
We've seen this in other promotions, though.
Yeah, but not in WWE.
Yeah, but it's not a dream match no more when it's happened in other promotions.
Okay.
Hey, Twitch, clip that.
Well,
That's going on. That's going on X. That's going on X.
No, because he doesn't realize that most of us don't sit here and watch Japan.
I'm not talking Japan. I'm talking,
I mean, I'm sure it's probably happened in AAA and other places.
CMO.
Yeah, but outside of Mexico, who's watching that? Like, not currently, but prior. So,
San Diego.
Was Ray ever in Lucha? Was he ever in Lucha Underground?
Yes. Yeah, Ray
was Penta was.
Yeah, Ray was at Lucha
Underground. This was the slowest Lucha match I've ever seen. I mean, Rey Mysterio is like 95. So
yeah, he is getting old. He is slowing down a lot.
Yeah.
It's like watching.
Dan Peter might let me know. Did they ever meet in Lucha Underground? Because that would have been the only place I had seen him wrestle before. I get it; it's a rematch. I get that, but this is the first time a lot of people who have never seen this before.
Yeah, that's true. The people would have been the outside WWE bubble.
That was kind of my point. So,
that would be me.
That is all from Monday Night Raw. Moving on to NXT. And again, Ballers got a ball. EC said it the first time they met. It wasn't any different the second time. Only thing different was the result. And new #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship, Kendall Gray, getting the win over Kalani. EC, we'll start with you, man. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, this is magic. I mean,
it was.
I yelled it to Kalani when she come out. The ball was going to ball, and she just kind of smiled at me. So, I mean, it's everything that I expected it to be, but I wasn't really sure who was going to win. I thought, Kalani might actually get her shot this time, but, Kendall gets now her first one-on-one title shot, and this has got to be the time, right? Like, she's got to end this Lola Vice experiment.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. Yeah. Lola will go down, and the third match, like I said, will be for a title between these two. And these two, oh man, did they just show up and show out? This is why it's the first match we're talking about. Because these two, I couldn't hold it in. Like as soon as we get to NXT, I wanted to talk about Kendall Gray right away. Yep. Oh man, I don't know who said it. I think it was you, EC, who said that she might be the Kurt Angle the female version of Kurt Angle. I don't know who said it, but
they've said it on the broadcast too.
Yeah, they okay, but I was like, that's right. I can see what they're talking about because Kendall is, man, you can't mess with a gangster. I'm just putting it that
Yeah.
way.
He's,
All right.
he's going to be a main event star.
You can't
Main
mess
roster
with
very
Mason.
soon.
Well, let me just say this. I've been watching Kendall Gray. Shoot, I don't remember an exact timeline. I'm gonna guess it's been about a year and a half since the first time I seen her in a dark match. And this girl, even from her first match, has never had a bad match. So
Hey, Twitch, clip that.
you just you just kind of like seeing her from the beginning, kind of knew what was coming, but
Yep.
there's no way you can let her lose a third time.
No.
And for the record, it's you can't keep a gangster down.
That's what it is. You can't fuck with a gangster, man. I'm telling you. She is straight gangster. All right? She is.
It's
I
great.
don't-
It's Gray Nation.
I don't want to mess with her. She's from Texas, too. She'll shoot you before she asks questions. All right?
Look, Kendall stocks, they have never been higher.
Oh, it's just right through the damn roof.
Kendall Gray would be the first Kendall Gray, same as Mercedes Monet was the first. Yep.
Kendall Gray, I always joke about, like, obviously being a Becky fan, greatest female wrestler of all time, right? But at the end of the day, when, years down the road from now, Kendall Gray is going to actually be the greatest female wrestler that WWE has ever seen.
Hey, Twitch, clip that.
Could very well be possible.
That's 100% truth. I think the same thing.
100%. But that wasn't the only number one contender spot that was decided on NXT. We also had the men's number one contendership on the line. Mason Rook versus Nakaru. And Nakaru gets the win, becoming the number one contender for Tony D's title. Match was okay. I thought it was pretty good. I wasn't the best match of the night. I guess it was sandwiched around a lot of really great women's wrestling that we'll talk about the rest of here in just a minute. So it kind of took a little bit of the luster away from me. But again, two guys I've been intrigued seeing in NXT had a good match. We have number one contender Nakaru versus Tony D coming up at Great American Bash. What do you think, Sped?
Yeah, Mason May, he looked good in the ring. Evil looked great in the ring. But I know how Evil looks in the ring. I've seen him, for years in the ring over in Japan. But that's true. That's true. But
you said it was better than the women's match.
It's Mason May.
He only
right?
he gave Kendall and Kalani an 8, and this an 8.25.
This match was the right call. You give Evil the win here, Nakaru, whatever you want to call him. Yeah. You give Evil the win here. This is the right call. Tony D versus Evil is going to be one hell of a match, right? It gives Mason a little bit more time to get structured and under the NXT building, which I want to ask you this real quick, EC. What is everyone's feel about Mason?
No, they love Mason. To have a guy that size to be able to do the things he does. No, he's been over since the second that he showed up. Once everyone kind of figured out who he was, because a lot of us were like, who the hell is this? But
that first night where he just came out of nowhere and did the backflip and then left. I think even commentary said, was that a fan? But yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, because they had no idea who he is. But no, I think everybody likes him, and the immediate babyface turn, I think it was 2 weeks ago after he teamed with Cam Hendricks.
Yep.
Because they knew people weren't going to boo him. And also, just for the record, it's Naraku.
It's Evil. I'm sorry, man. It's like I couldn't do it with Jeff Cobb. I can't do it here.
Well, I'm just saying, you keep saying Nakaru. It's Naraku.
Yeah, I keep thinking Naruto, all right? I keep mixing it together. All right?
I think I did the same thing.
I keep mixing Naruto and Naruto together. I should just be like, I choose you, all right? And maybe it'll come out the right way.
Doesn't know where he is messing on. That's a good point, Stampede. Didn't mean to click on that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
The Ballers balled on Tuesday.
They did. Speaking of, we had the main event, the women's North American title, Zarya versus Tatum Paxley. Zarya getting the win and new women's North American champion. And we'll talk about the match first. Great match. Loved every second of it again. Again, the 8.25 there. That's a great rating from Stampede. Hearing everything that has come after that, I agree with Zarya winning. I didn't understand it at first because I didn't get what was happening until after the match, and I kind of saw all the reactions from her and everybody else after the match. But now that I know what's going on and kind of see it, definitely the right call to let Zarya have that. Let her get some recognition before she gets called up one day. And obviously, we all love Tatum. What did you think of the match, EC?
Yeah, I mean, it was great. I think what I like out of the result here, obviously, it made Zarya look like a badass because of how she had to end that match with like going full force, just putting all of her biggest moves, and then obviously they have 5 on Tatum, and then
Yeah.
on Tatum's side, it's like you didn't just lose, like she didn't just get hit with an F5 and lose. Like Zarya had to hit her with every last bit that she had for her to, be able to beat her. So I think it works on both sides.
It ended up being what, 3? One was on the floor and there were 2 in the ring. I think there was 3 total that night.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it was crazy.
And a spear.
Yeah. So I mean, again, great match. Sped, what are your thoughts?
Loved it. Loved every second of this. 4th picture is yours, Esteban. So I had to get that out there. Right there at the bottom. That bottom picture is yours. I had to put it out there. I will give you credit where credit's due. Beautiful picture, by the way. I loved every second of this match. This is what I've been saying we needed with Zarya. She looked like the Australian that we've been wanting to see when she first came in. She tore the house down. I'm hoping, I'm praying to God that Tatum doesn't get lost in the shuffle when she gets up to the main roster, because Tatum is very freaking talented, and we deserve Tatum Paxley being Tatum Paxley and, on the main roster. I just hope she learned her lesson with Lyra, and she never goes near Izzy ever again. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's my main concern with Tatum. As much as we all love Tatum and as great of a wrestler as she is, I'm struggling to see, and I even put a video out yesterday asking, which brand you want to see her on Raw or SmackDown. And I'll ask you guys the same thing here in a second, but I don't know what story they have going on right now. That, not that they know what story they have going on, but still, where she fits in, to be honest. I don't know where you can insert her at this moment unless they wait till maybe after SummerSlam and just kind of let her sit for a second until after SummerSlam, and which I hate. If you're going to do that, why not let her go into a Great American Bash with the title?
Yeah.
But you tell me, Sped, where does she fit right now on the main roster? Being honest, what story does she fit in?
She can go and rejuvenize that United States Championship right off the bat. Right off the damn bat. You give her the Paige treatment. She comes in, she takes the U.S. title, and she runs with it.
Right.
That right there will work out for her on SmackDown. You're 100% with SmackDown. It would 100%.
Extreme and Isaiah agree with you that she should go to SmackDown.
Yeah. I just don't let her work with Rhea. I mean, come on. What has come from Rhea? Io hasn't done anything since working with Rhea. Liv is a champion, and for God's sake, we're all done with that experiment. Yeah.
Yeah, and EC, I'll ask you too. Would you rather see her on Raw, or rather see her on SmackDown?
That's what was her May, right? She's getting it for here. No, who is that?
Mariah
Blake Monroe.
Blake Monroe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking of when I said May. Mariah May.
Yeah, I thought so. EC, where do you want to see Tatum go?
I think Tatum would be better. I agree with that. I think she should be on SmackDown, but I don't think you're gonna get Tatum right away. I think, at least from what I was told, that she'll be still hanging around for a little bit in some kind of like backstage thing here at NXT. I know she's doing the house shows in Florida tonight with NXT, and I saw today they actually, not that this usually means anything, but they did have her on the poster for Great American Bash, so there's no telling when she's actually going to show up, but I think
December.
she should be
Well,
on.
and Great American Bash is it at the PC? I know it's Orlando. Are they doing a bigger arena for Great American Bash, or are they doing it at the PC?
No, I do it at the PC.
I didn't know if they would try to put it in a bigger arena, being it was their PLE. Maybe, and that's maybe why they were trying to let her say goodbye the other night, because it may be her last match at the PC, but she still may have an NXT match in an arena or something. The only reason I thought that maybe.
No, I don't think. The thing about being able to say goodbye to the crowd when they put them in that position is it has to be on a show where you get the main event. So,
That's a good point.
Just knowing how that whole setup works, yeah, it made sense as to why that happened. And I don't know that she'll have another match on NXT TV, but I guess we'll see what happens.
I said that when I saw that. When the Evil became the main event to counter Forbidden Door, I was like, they're doing anything they can to be. Oh man, that shit made me laugh. But hey, hold on, real quick.
With the real Forbidden Door.
We're going to AEW, right?
Yep, we're headed on there now.
Zack Sabre Jr. versus Kenny Omega at Forbidden Door. Talk about what's up.
That's going to be a freaking classic right there.
Oh, Zack Sabre Jr. potentially the top 3 wrestler in the world right now. Possibly the best technician wrestler in the world right now. I would say Chad Gable's in my top 3 for that as well in the world. But Gable in Zach would tear it down. But this right here, I don't know if you guys watched it on Wednesday.
I was kind of watching it in and out, but go ahead. Tell us what you thought.
Right. Briscoe versus Pac went hard on everything. All right. Yes, I understand. He's best technical wrestler you've ever seen, but we'll see at the end of the day. But this match went real hard. At one point, I thought Pac broke his neck in this match because it looked like he got dropped on his head. But hey, look, MJF comes out afterwards, starts saying some words to Briscoe. Yeah, I like what they're doing. I like what they're doing between these two. Last week we heard the comments. You call yourself the devil, and he pointed to his tattoo, saying what it meant and stuff to him. And I say, I guess you never read the
Hebrew
book.
tattoo or whatever on his chest.
Yeah, he's like, I guess you never read the good book because you always lose. 12-minute cage match.
I hope so.
12-man cage match. Okay, 12-man cage match. My bad. I thought you said 12-minute cage match. That's gonna be more fun.
Okay. I mean, I've never been a huge Briscoe fan. I mean, I've liked him. I respect him, but I'm excited to see him and MJF. They've had some great promos with each other.
How shocked would you be if they dropped the title and give it to Briscoe?
I mean, not as shocked as I was when they did it for Darby.
Yeah, but Darby's a 4-pillar, not a look, Briscoe.
But that's what I'm saying. But the way they did it with Darby, just like they did it so surprisingly, I would not be as shocked if they did it with Briscoe as I did when they did it with Darby.
Yeah, they really did come out.
I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think Briscoe's going to be the one that takes it off of him. But
no.
And I say that to say I would still be very shocked.
Yeah. Did you get to watch this match, EC?
No, until the unfortunate part is I have to watch AEW through Twitter because for some reason my TV cable app doesn't or has so many channels that I can't play if I'm not at home on Wi-Fi, and TBS is one of them.
I can give you my HBO Max. Just hit me up after this. I got you.
Okay, yeah, because that's the only reason I never get to watch AEW. Like it
HBO
works.
Max.
I got you. Yeah, no, I didn't get to watch this. I kind of just pay attention through.
Oh no,
Twitter.
man, this is crazy good right now. I don't know. AEW is doing some stuff, and you can tell some of the things that they're doing, especially the next slide that we're going to be talking about, is experimental, but it's also getting talks, and that's what they want. They're trying to get the people to talk, people to, oh, what the hell is Leon Rush really doing? Like that's the next slide. Yeah, you got this great match going on, right? And then you got Leon Rush taking pictures with oozing stuff coming out of his mouth. You got
Oh,
this great match coming out, and Leon's
Yeah,
oozing.
Yeah, Leo he's on another
Leo, I
level
said
with this
Leon. My
character.
bad. Leo.
Yeah, no, you're good. Like just the way he moves in the ring and outside the ring now. I mean, it's a very interesting character.
I
And I
love
get
it.
it's apparently anime based.
It is.
So I mean, yeah, but this
until
match between Orange and Andrade was really good too.
in, until you see the Leo Rush character in person, I don't think anyone understands how creepy it actually is.
Well, that you see their face throughout this match. I love Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy the whole time with this whole Leo Rush stuff. He's like, if you don't move, he won't see you. And I think EC's gone again. But if you don't move, he won't see you. And I love what they're doing. It's fine. It's fine. Someone is helping
man.
Khan. Someone's got to be helping Khan with the booking. I mean, you got Mick Foley in there. You got Billy Gunn. You got all these guys who are helping. Someone's got to be helping Khan with the booking with this. It can't just be Khan. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, and not for nothing, you've got Edge, you've got Cope, you've got Christian, you've got Jericho, you've got a ton of legends that are on that roster who can be helping.
Paul White.
So there's a ton of people who could be helping him behind the scenes.
But no,
and I mean Kenny Omega, you just talked about him.
Yes.
So the Young Bucks, they're legends in their own right as well. I know we talked about former WWE guys, but you've got legends from Japan. You've got legends from all over the place that are helping.
But like before you bounced out for a second, I was saying, the one funniest thing about this whole gimmick with Leo Rush is Orange Cassidy. Because he's doing the whole thing of if you don't move, he won't see you. So every time they go past him, they just do this. Some weird pose like don't move.
Oh, it's awkward as hell.
It's funny.
I do want to throw in one little funny fact because I see the picture there on the bottom left. The girl that kissed Andrade is a friend of mine.
That's awesome.
Funny.
That's awesome.
An indie wrestler named Emily J. She's great.
Hell yeah.
I've seen her. I've seen her on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, I love her. She's
Isaiah, Road Dogg was on commentary last night, right? And for OVW. And it was phenomenal. I love Road Dogg on commentary. He's so educational. Like he breaks down the matches in a better way than some other heel commentators. But there was one of them. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I didn't want to say the name. But yeah,
I got you.
There was one. There was very good last night. There was one where they were talking about the Kyle Hero versus Steven Steele match. And by the way, if you guys don't know who Steven Steele is, the kid has it all. He's 21 years old. He kind of gives you he gives you a Dusty vibe with the way he talks, because Baby Doll comes out, he got that southern drawl going on. But he's really good. Him and Kyle had a great match. Both those guys, Road Dogg was phenomenal. He's talking about how he's take your belt off, whoop his ass like he did in the 90s. I was like, oh my God. Hey, thanks for the follow.
There you go. Stampede gave it a 7.75.
Oh yeah, I know. He liked that match last night.
But we can't leave AEW without talking about main event, Swerve Strickland, Brody King. Good God.
Brody King needs championships soon.
Yeah, a major championship.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah. But man, I loved every second of this match. I'm glad Swerve got the win. I'm excited to see Swerve in Osprey. Gosh, just everything in this. You and I have talked about Brody for a while. Oh, you just know. I noticed that a little while ago. It looks like you've almost got an Ula follow already. Like you're almost a tribal chief.
I'm the tribal sped.
No, man, phenomenal match. Right winner. I think. I think Swerve and Osprey are being in the finals is definitely the right call.
Brody
Ed,
is
what'd you
not
think?
winning. Brody is not winning the G1. I will give him the national title. Yeah, I would give him the national title in a heartbeat. Look, I love this match. Brody deserves a bigger title than the TNT. He deserves something like the international title. I don't think the national title is big enough for him. Yeah, because he's bigger than that. That's what I mean.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing him and Moxley go again, maybe for Moxley's title.
Yeah, that Continental title. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. There's just Brody is just one bad essay, and it took Prince Nadia to come out and help out, to beat Swerve, for Swerve to beat him. I really think they're building Brody as a monster that one day is about to get unleashed. Here soon, actually, be unleashed.
EC, what'd you think of the decision to let Swerve win? And are you excited to see Swerve and Osprey?
Oh, yes.
I mean, all the stuff that Swerve's been doing for the longest now. I mean, you see, like, Swerve, I just think you're going to be. I sit here and I hear y'all talk about these matches every week, and then I see what I can see. But every time Swerve comes up, it's like, holy shit. So.
Yeah. He put a freaking needle through one dude's mouth, in and out. Like,
I am not okay with that, by the way.
I'm never okay with that.
Was that one of the Hangman? That was one of the Hangman.
That was
matches,
Hangman.
Right?
That was Hangman. That's who it was. Yes. Yeah.
Don't bring that up again.
Yo.
That just made me.
Yeah. Sky Blue. That was a great match too. Yeah. Maya World. That was a great match.
Yep. So, yeah. EC, finish your thought real quick.
But yeah, I was just gonna say, I think that match is gonna be another one that everyone ends with like, holy fuck.
Yeah, it's that may be the match of the year for me, at least. That's gonna be amazing. And yeah, I got to see some of that one. I was kind of cooking dinner at that time, so I didn't get to see all of it. But I'm a huge fan of Sky Blue anyway. I'm still new on Maya World, so I will keep a close eye on her. I was very impressed with her. I know she was a last-minute entry, so it was kind of a surprising win.
Did she take over for Suri, right? Suri, sorry.
I think so, yeah. Or Suri, whatever.
Suri.
I wonder if they're going to do something as a storyline where Suri could. And again, I didn't hear commentary because I was doing a couple other things. Did they mention why Maya was there instead of Suri? Because I think they may be doing a storyline where Tekla took her out backstage. And then that's why you get them two at Forbidden Door, maybe.
Maybe.
I will say this.
Maybe, or Mike, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. If they said why Maya World was there instead of Suri, so that's.
Yeah.
But no, it was a really good match. Anything else from AEW that you want to talk about, Sped, before we move on?
What were you about to say, EC?
I was gonna say. When it comes to AEW, we'll be watching tomorrow when Zeta has her TBS title tournament thingy match.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I need,
That's on Collision tomorrow night?
Yep.
Yeah. It looks like...
I'll definitely make sure to watch that.
It looks like she's getting closer and closer to inching to TV, so it's an exciting time.
It is. Always exciting times.
Yeah, I could see that too, Carol, because especially after last week where Tekla was talking about she's going to go win the tournament. They had that whole big thing with Stardom and all that, with Tekla getting on the ladder talking about she was going to kill him. Old Spark Rush, and it's Forbidden Door season. There you go.
That's what I thought. We were talking about, me and Stampede were talking about that. Because, what was it? We were thinking like, there's a bunch of other women that could really just stand up to Tekla, and she has history with over there too. So
Yeah, I mean they've got to do something with Stardom though. With everything else that in the past with
That's what
her
we're
and
talking
Stardom,
about,
it's
yeah.
got to be somebody from Stardom.
It's gonna be someone from Stardom. Yeah, it's gonna be
That's why I thought Sari would have been the perfect because she's kind of the top.
Natsupoi. Watch Natsupoi. I said it before.
Okay.
That would be a good match, though. Man.
That brings us to everyone's favorite segment of the show as we go around the world with Stampede and find out what he's been watching this week.
World from the week that just was. We're going to kick things off with your top 5 matches. Coming in at number 5, it was from the promotion Eve that operates over in England, and it was for the Eve International Championship as Chris Statlander went in to defend her title against Mayu Yamashita, and Statlander came up on the losing end in this one. So we have a new Eve International Champion in Mayu Yamashita. Coming in at number 4, this was from the Owen Hart Foundation tournament quarterfinal match. We have Alex Windsor going in against a returning Mercedes Monet, and as we all know by now, Mercedes Monet did come out on top in this one. Over to Japan for the number 3 match of the week, and this was from the Best of the Super Juniors final match. It was Yo defeating Koze Fujita. So Yo is your 2026 Best of the Super Junior winner. Hats off to him. Coming in at number 2, it was the AEW World Title match as MJF defended against Rush in a very, very competitive match. Love to see the push that Rush is getting. I hope they sustain that going forward. Amazing talent. Amazing talent. Got to be used more, though. And your number 1 match of the week. This was a non-title Owen Hart Foundation tournament semifinal match and a rematch as Mark Davis went up against Will Ospreay, and Will Ospreay came out on this one. Really fun match, lots of interference towards the end of this one, tied into the storyline that's going on though. So, but just a remarkable job from both gentlemen, and love the year that Mark Davis is having too, especially in the singles capacity. So good on him. Your men's wrestler of the week, we just mentioned him, and that's Yo from New Japan Pro Wrestling. As I said, the Best of the Super Junior winner this year. We'll get to him a little bit more in just a second. And your women's wrestler of the week, we already mentioned her too. It was Mayu Yamashita, and she became the new Eve International Champion. If you love women's wrestling, get hooked into Eve. You'll be glad that you did. Your top 5 rankings this week for the men. Number 5, Konosuke Takeshita. Number 4, Andrade El Idolo. Number 3, John Moxley. Number 2, Darby Allin. And number 1, MJF. Your top 5 women coming in at number 5 is Shihiro Hashimoto. Number 4 is Athena. Number 3 is Tekla. Number 2 is Sari, and still holding on to the number 1 spot in the women's rankings is Siri, who operates out of Stardom. You'll be seeing a little bit more of Siri in the next little while. She's doing an American excursion. What's coming up this weekend? Lots on the docket this weekend. AEW Collision this Saturday. We have the AEW TBS title Survival of the Fittest qualifying match as Persephone will go up against Julia Hart. And we also have the Young Bucks taking on the Dogs, which consist of Clark Connors and David Finlay. Lead into that will be MLW Fusion as Killer Cross will defend his MLW World Heavyweight Championship against Matt Riddle, and Kushida will defend his MLW World Middleweight Championship against Alan Angels. There's also a chance, it's not confirmed, that Rina and Saya Kamatani could be on that show. So keep an eye out for those two. Those are two of the best women wrestlers on the planet. And this Sunday, New Japan Dominion, big card, stat card. The New Japan World Television title match, Konosuke Takeshita will be defending against Sanada. Mystico will be facing El Desperado. They are tag team champions in New Japan Pro Wrestling. They are the junior tag team champions right now, but they're going to face off against each other. Your never open weight title match, Ren Narita will be defending against Aaron Wolf. the IWGP Global Heavyweight title. This will be a three-way match as Andrade El Idolo defends against Drilla Maloney and Shota Umino. Your IWGP Junior Heavyweight title will be on the line as Doki defends against the winner of the Best of the Super Juniors, Yo. And the big one, the IWGP Heavyweight title will be on the line as your defending champion Callum Newman defends against the former champion in Yota Tsuji. So big card, big matchups, big implications, especially with Forbidden Door season. So make sure you check out that show. That's all for me for this week, though. So I'm going to hand her back to Mike and hand her back to Sped.
Thank you so much, Stampede. We appreciate it. It is everybody's favorite segment of the week where we get to learn about new wrestlers and new promotions and everything like that that you may not hear on a weekly basis from everywhere else, just to kind of expand your horizons a little bit. So any of the names, go back and watch it. Any of those names that you have heard that you've never heard of before, make sure you go back and check them out so you can learn some new wrestlers before they end up coming over here to the U.S. if they choose to. Or before they, get out of whatever promotion they're in to one of the big two, either AEW or WWE. So, thank you so much for that, Sped or Stampede. Sorry, I was looking at Sped. I was about to tell Sped to take it away with our Twitter post of the week.
Yeah, WWE titles just for looks. I'm gonna ask you guys this question, right? It's the only two that actually have, relatively good ratio. Penta and of course Sol Ruka. So what do you guys think? They're there for looks, aren't they?
In a way, I mean, I don't know. I mean, to their defense, and I realize AEW is different, and I'm not trying to compare the companies, but there are a few titles in AEW that are that way too.
Yeah.
So I mean, when you have so many titles, you can only do, and I think that's a problem with both companies that they have too many titles.
Yes.
And that's part of the problem. But I mean, you've got the U.S. title that had been defended a good bit. I know it's kind of tilted off a little bit now. You mentioned Sol Ruka, who's dead, and that Penta about every 10 days for him. I mean, hell, even Liv Morgan, if I read, she wasn't 0 defenses. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I thought that said 8 for some reason. I was wondering where 8 defenses came from her. Because I don't remember them.
None.
Yeah, man, it's just it happens with every company when you have so many titles.
Bring back the 30-day rule. I like that rule because there's 50 plus days, 2 defenses. Come on.
Yeah.
51 days, no defenses. Come on. And we're on the second edition of the Vision Tag Team Champions.
Yeah. EC, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, when it comes to the World Championships, they view it. I think they view it now more where it's like, well, we can't put these titles on the line on a basic, show like Raw or SmackDown. It has to be a PLE, which Cody, I mean, typically has his title on the line. Roman is a different story, but he's obviously showing up more than usual. But when it comes to Liv, yeah, I honestly have no idea what the issue is there. I mean, if you're gonna have her lose to Stephanie and then have no plans for her until we're now going towards. Well, we're at 2 months since she won the title, and you still haven't even had anyone step to her. It's crazy work. I don't know.
It is crazy. Yeah.
Especially with the roster you've got there on Raw. I mean, to say that nobody stepped her because they're scared or whatever reason is she's saying, you've got Becky Lynch, you've got Bayley. For everyone else, you got Lyra, who's been a champion multiple times in WWE. I mean, you've got plenty of women there who could step up and make a challenge. So I just named a couple.
This would not be happening if Becky Lynch was world champion.
Exactly.
Well, Jessica Carr would find a way to screw her. That's a different story.
Yeah, see? Told you. I knew I would get someone else on that bandwagon.
Hey, I watched last week, too. I saw you guys commentary last week. I saw.
I'm going to hit the exit button now. That's sick. That's sick work.
It is. I told
All right,
you.
I didn't mean to bring up a sore spot, but I wasn't here last week to agree, so I had to at least throw in an
I
agree.
told you guys. I was like, "What's up?"
You know what?
Go ahead. Sorry.
She can't keep this up forever.
She
Becky
can't.
Lynch, Becky Lynch will be the women's world champion, and it's not just me saying it.
It's me saying it too.
I mean, it'd be a lot better than Liv with no defenses. I mean,
Yeah.
at least we get something out of it.
The man.
And I'm a Liv fan. I like Liv. I really do. But I mean,
I love
something.
Liv. I love Liv, but this is sick work. And you know what? It's all Dominic Mysterio's fault.
There it is. That's what I was trying to get to.
You know what?
Next up on our second Twitter post. Sorry, finish your thought, then we'll move to the second one.
One more thing. I really hope that we witness a episode of 48 Hours on Monday with Oba versus Dominic Mysterio.
That's good stuff. Yeah, I mean, I agree with the Oba part, but yeah, I mean, they got to do something. And I get it. If you don't want your world title on a Monday Night Raw or on a SmackDown every week, that's why you have secondary titles. Your IC title should be defended at least one of them a week. Either your men's or women's IC or your men's or women's US should be defended every week. That's why you have secondary titles, so you don't have to have your main champion going every single week. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
You don't need to make your IC champion as big as your world champion and only defend it on freaking PLE. That's dumb. Otherwise, just have another big champion.
Well,
So, yeah, it's definitely crazy.
it goes back to what I said in weeks prior, and I don't remember. I definitely said it in conversations I've had with my friends. I don't think I said it on here actually, but the reality is, everything that Liv Morgan fans think she is, that's what Becky Lynch actually is, and that's why the Intercontinental Championship became more important than the world title. You could have given Liv a championship defense every week since WrestleMania. It still would not have been as good as Becky Lynch.
You're right.
And that's somebody
There you
that loves Liv.
Yeah. Moving on to our second Twitter post of the week. Take it away, Sped.
So WWE and the UFC have partnered with Superfile, marking a hold on, get rid of that real fast.
Sorry.
Marking a first of its kind sponsorship that begins at UFC Freedom 250 and expands across future WWE PLEs. So Superfile, anyone ever heard of that?
No, I was going to ask what kind of sponsorship is it? I mean, Superfile seems like it's some kind of data company, I would imagine, just listening to it.
Superfile, WWE. I totally forgot the right.
I mean, is WWE going to try bringing back MFT or NFTs and try to sell those again or something? You can get an NFT of an MFT.
I love you solo.
Hold on. What is it to WWE then?
So Superfile, isn't that what they used to accidentally delete all those files?
Right.
Yeah, that's when you hit the one button and your computer just turns off forever.
Forever.
We superfiled it in the trash.
All of a sudden, the screen
So
goes blue.
So basically,
Exactly.
it just helps them get more.
Speaking of, so see, that's a perfect example. EC just got superfiled.
Well, it's a global media and entertainment company that produces weekly television programming.
Okay.
That's what
So
they're going to help produce the WWE and UFC. Is basically what they're saying.
all right. So does it? So in your extensive research now, and for the past 2 minutes, does it say anything that they have produced that we may have seen? That way, we at least know what kind of production it is.
No, it's just stuff that like they. It's just they get a lot of sponsorships with global people, and bring that into the WWE is what they're going to be doing.
So it's a sponsorship to get more sponsorships.
Yes.
All right.
All right, and we will move on from that because
Yeah.
that sounds like bullshit.
Yeah, that's boring.
See, this is what they've been doing.
Onto something that makes a ton more sense and has a ton more meaning. We will move on to this week's Try Matchmaker. Again, take it away, Spit.
You're right. So they're the same level as making a full house. Yes, you're right.
Yes.
But I put the battle of the cruiserweights on this one. All right. And this is best of the cruiserweights. You got JD McDonough, Nick Wayne, Casey Navarro, and my man, ELP, El Phantasmo. You guys are going
I
to
mean,
be,
we all know where you're going here.
I'm going Nick Wayne.
Really? I did not
Yes.
expect that.
I am going Nick Wayne. All right. Anyone.
I mean, the kid's good.
Anyone who can handle Christian Cage, the way he did, is going to win this match all day.
All right. EC, who do you have winning the match?
I'm not going for Nick Wayne because Nick Wayne is a douche. Secondly, I would like to go for Casey Navarro just because he's with Elena Black, but that ain't happening either. So the way I see it, one of these guys, obviously I don't know the fourth guy.
Oh, he's gone again.
God, you gotta love cliffhangers. That's
God.
perfect.
North
I
Carolina.
wonder if we got Superfile to produce that. That's why it's a cliffhanger like that.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
We're
goodness.
11 minutes over. I didn't notice that. Damn.
Yeah,
Having
All right, finish your thought, EC.
having major issues here in the final minutes, but I'm just gonna go with JD McDonough because he has that big ass head and that's an advantage.
ELP.
Yep. So I will go with JD McDonough, not for that reason. Just if you've watched this show, I have been a JD McDonough fan even before he broke his neck or his back or whatever. I've been a huge JD McDonough fan from NXT Europe. As far as I've seen him, I like him. I am going to go with JD McDonough just because he's my favorite. So there you go. All right. That brings us to the end of the show. We will get out of here so you guys can watch SmackDown. EC, tell everybody where they can find you, man.
Twitter, EC, or X, whatever you want to call it, ECBITW. Instagram, same handle with an underscore.
All right. I am at _ Big Mike 27 on pretty much all social media. You can search on YouTube, the Run In Wrestling Podcast, or at _ Big Mike 27, or you can scan this QR code right here by my head. I'm always so close to it now on my screen, so it's hard to see. And make sure you go to the YouTube channel, subscribe. We are at 360 subscribers as of today, so thank you everybody for supporting us. And make sure you tell a friend to come subscribe to the channel. We are looking to get 500 by the end of the year, which now brings us to the final word with Sped.
Oh, man. Yo, the last few nights, thank you for everybody who's tuned in. Everybody who's followed, all you new people. What's up? We're closing on 3,000 followers on X or Twitch. Look, 4 shows, new shows coming in, new things are happening. The evolution doesn't stop over here on Sped Rock. We're going to get shit done. We're going to do it the right way. We don't chase sources. We build our own, and ours stands taller. These two guys know what I'm talking about. You guys have a great weekend. Enjoy SmackDown.